came away very impressed with the government of Vlad Filat, where I think, unlike previous trips that I made to Moldova when I worked in the U.S. State Department, there is a real sense of hope and a feeling of change in Moldova. The Moldovan government had a very successful visit to Brussels, where they secured $2.6 billion in pledges from the international community in both loans and grants. Moldova, for the first time, I think, really has an opportunity to deepen its integration into the Euro-Atlantic community, where the relationship with the European Union is becoming much stronger, where the relationship with the United States is becoming much stronger. In January, Filat was in Washington to sign a Millennium Challenge Corporation agreement that will provide Moldova with $260 million in U.S. support. So there certainly is a lot better feeling toward Moldova in the EU and in the United States with this new government. And I sense that there is a sense of a new opportunity inside Moldova itself these days, having come from my visit there. The roads still need to be fixed, and that was one of the recommendations I made to some of Filat's advisors. There's nothing like driving on improved roads. Everyone drives on the roads at some point, and it is amazing the bumps that still exist, to say nothing of the holes and the craters in the roads. The healthcare system needs to be addressed. The economic reforms need to be implemented. The Prime Minister has a lot on his plate to deal with, on top of which he also faces the prospect of having new elections, early elections, because the Parliament did not succeed in selecting a president based on the Moldovan system. So that also looms in the background while the Prime Minister is trying to launch all these reforms. He has secured all these pledges and grants and money. Now he has to use it wisely, and he knows that. So it's important that he knows that. It's important that he knows he has an opportunity that he can't miss or lose. And so I think that there is a sense in the country, that there's a feeling, it's palpable that there's a change. It doesn't mean that he has the support of everyone. Among the people I met with was former President Voronin while I was there, and not surprisingly, he was not very complimentary of the new government. He's very critical. But among many other people in the country, there was this new sense of hope that this is the best government they've had in a long time. And so I hope that he is able to act as a unifying force in bringing the country together to a better future. I don't think the prospects for a solution in Transnistria are all that great, frankly. I actually think that the decision to use Romania for missile defense against the threat coming from Iran is going to complicate even more what has already been a very difficult crisis to solve. I think that is likely to reduce any chance that the Russian forces will withdraw. There are still roughly 1,200 Russian soldiers there, both acting as peacekeepers and guarding the munitions depot at Kolbasna. And I don't see much movement on that issue. This is an issue I worked on when I was in the State Department. I was the U.S. representative in the 5+2 process. It was a process, frankly, that went nowhere. I'm not sure that the conflict will move toward resolution anytime soon. However, the government in Chisinau understands the best way to solve this problem is for the rest of Moldova to become an attractive place for Transnistrians to want to join. And that's why their emphasis is on economic reform, so that they become a more attractive magnet for Transnistria.